Welcome to the Week in Review, the show that brings you up to date on the week that was. Here are the top stories. Government approves stake sale in NTPC. Bharti Wlmart suspends its CFO. And the lone surviving gunman from the Mumbai attacks is dead. Disinvestment is back. On Thursday, the Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs gave the green light to a stake sale in power company NTPC. It has approved the sale of a 9.5% stake. That will amount to 783.3 million shares, which the government hopes will net it 13,000 crores. After the sale, the government's holding in NTPC will drop to 75%. The Finance Ministry is hoping the latest round of disinvestments will raise up to 30,000 crores and help cut the fiscal deficit. But with coal in short supply in India, investors could hesitate to pick up shares in a utility company. Separately, the government is looking at a rule change that could speed up disinvestment. Mint has learned that it could declare both call and put options legal in shareholding agreements. The government's proposal is now being vetted by legal experts. Legalising such options could avoid the sort of issues that ensued after the disinvestment of Balco and Hindustan Zinc in early 2000s. Both sales had call options that were later ruled illegal when the buyer, Sterlite, tried to increase its holding. And there's another reason for markets to cheer. A new IPO next month could be the biggest in about 2 years. Telecom towers company Bharti Infratel will launch a public offer in the second week of December. It'll put a stake of 10% on the block. The stake in question will come from 4 private equity investors, and the sale could yield between $900 million and $1 billion. Bharti Airtel currently owns 86% of Bharti Infratel, but it will not be selling any of its shares in the IPO. Switching to other news, Walmart's Indian joint venture has suspended several of its employees as part of a probe. Bharti Wlmart has suspended its chief financial officer along with 4 members of the legal team. Their suspension follows a probe that found questionable practices. Walmart's investigations are in connection with a US law called the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act. It has conducted similar probes in other countries, but the latest inquiries come just as the company prepares to apply to set up a retailing business in India. At present, Bharti Wlmart only runs a few wholesale outlets in the country. And another retailing giant is ready to set up shop in India. Furniture giant IKEA has got approval from the Foreign Investment Promotion Board to begin operations. It will now need a clearance from the Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs. IKEA is a single-brand retailer, unlike Walmart, so it's allowed to own 100% of its local business. Moving on, India's airlines are seeing a serious fall in passenger traffic. The number of travellers in October dropped 15.6% to 4.5 million compared to the same period last year. Of course, the figures reflect a time of serious crisis for Kingfisher, which did not fly during the month. Other airlines seem to have picked up some of the slack. Air India's market share rose 20.8% during the month, and Jet Airways saw an 18.1% increase. And here are some stories in brief. Harley Davidson plans to ride into small-town India. The American motorcycle company says it will set up showrooms in smaller cities and introduce new models. Harley came to India in 2010 and expects to have sold 2,000 bikes by the end of 2012. A new World Bank report says the country's remittances could increase to $70 billion in 2012. That's compared to about $58 billion the previous year. India continues to receive more remittances than any other country. The World Bank says China is likely to get $66 billion this year. RBI Deputy Governor K.C. Chakrabarti says banks could reduce their interest rates even without a cut in policy rates. Chakrabarti says that lenders were holding back because of the rising problem of bad loans. In the past, the Reserve Bank has indicated that it's concerned about both restructured loans and non-performing assets. And finally, the government has hanged Mohammed Ajmal Kasab. Kasab was hanged secretly at 7:30 a.m. on Wednesday at a jail in Pune. He was the sole surviving member of the group of Pakistani gunmen that attacked Mumbai on the 26th of November 2008. Kasab's is the first capital sentence to be carried out in India since 2004. And that's all we have for you. Thanks for watching.